Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a Joann's haul. I stopped into Joann to see if they had any patterns on sale, and because they had their Valentine's fabric advertised as half off. However, I wasn't lucky enough to get in on the Valentine's fabric. It was already completely wiped out. But I did pick up, well, my daughter picked this up, some pink polka dotted material. It's like a light baby pink. She's bought that for a project that she's going to be working on. While I was in there, I did find some other things at really good sale prices or clearance prices. So I'll start with the clearance stuff that I found in the back of the store because it was only a couple of things. They had these Singer brand fat quarters of cotton fabric. This is just a red and white striped for 99 cents. I picked up a couple of these. I am working right now on a video showing you guys how to make some reusable shopping bags, and so that is what I picked these up for. I got 2 of those fat quarters. Then they had a set of beads. You can either leave them strung or take them apart. My daughter does all the jewelry making, so she found these on the clearance for $3.47. So there's got different greens and yellows and then just some white beads. And then these, which are really heavy, are some little glass gems, like you would put like bowl filler kind of gems. These were on clearance for $1.97 for 12 ounces. And we picked these up because we are going to try to make our own gazing ball for our yard this spring. So we got this really pretty, like, deep blue. They had this, which I don't know, it looks red on camera. This is actually like a burnt orange color in real life. And then they had this one, which they're calling a mermaid mix. This has all different shades of blues and greens, and then it's got some in here that are almost like iridescent where they reflect rainbow colors. So all of those, this bag was marked $3.47. I actually I had to go back into the store for this one because when it rang up the first time, it came up $7.99, even though it was clearly marked as being on clearance and there were others back there. So I ended up having to go back in so that they could fix the price on that. But that was everything off the clearance aisle. Now the regular sales that they had the Pellon interfacings, half off. That was for the prepackaged kind or the kind that you get per yard and have it cut. I just got the prepackaged kinds because it was easier, and I don't use interfacing in all of my projects, and usually what they have in these packages lasts quite a while. So the first one I picked up is this Pellon 940. This is silver lining for cooler bags. That is for that video that I'm making to show you guys how to make your reusable grocery bags. I'm going to have a cooler bag included in that. So that is what this is for. And this, let me see where my receipt is here, because those don't have the prices marked on them. Okay, so this was originally $4.29 for the 2-yard package. I got it for $2.14. So if you're going to follow along with any of that video and you want to pick up one of those, it's $2.14 right now while it's on the half off. Then I picked up the 950, this Sure Tailor interfacing. This one, they tell you on the front, if you're not familiar with your interfacings, what they are good for. So this one is lightweight to midweight wovens and knits, Oxford cloth, chambray, gingham, flannel, polyester, and cotton blends. It's used for adding shape and stability to shirt collars and cuffs. They show it being used to reinforce an apron there. That's like your little remote holder that goes over the couch. So this one here was $3.99 a yard to begin with, so it ended up being $1.99. Or not. Yeah, that's 1 yard in that one. Then I got this fusible sheer weight, which is for like your collars or reinforcing straps or maybe cups if you had a cup cut out for like a slip or a little nightgown. This is just for your really light sheer fabrics. This one was originally $4.29 and I got it for $2.14. Then I picked up the number 845 Designer's Light Interfacing. I had some of this before and I've used almost all of it. It's more, little more sturdy for doing like cotton shirts, dress shirts, ties. If you have dresses where you have like the sleeve where it's supposed to look like it's folded and you want that fold to stay nice and crisp, you would use it for that. So this one was originally $4.29. It was also $2.14. Then I picked up a midweight, which is more for like doing your tote bags or quilted projects of different kinds. So this one, $9.31 is the number on that. It was $5.49 to begin with. I got it for $2.74. And then this one is the Easy Shaper Interfacing. It's ES114. This is for like your skirts to give them a little bit of poof without putting a petticoat or anything underneath, or in dresses and stuff to hold their shape. This one was $3.29 to begin with, so I got this package for only $1.64. And I just picked those up to have on hand for other projects. The only one that I had specifically a plan for was the silver lining. So I went ahead and got those while they were super cheap. Then they had Butterick patterns were $1.99. All except for the ones that were labeled See and Sew. As long as it wasn't labeled See and Sew, it was $1.99. And Minerva.com, if you sew, you might be familiar with them. They're a fabric store from over in the UK, I believe, but they have a sewing competition going on right now, and it goes through the end of February. A winner will be picked in March. But you can check them out on Instagram. It's just Minerva. And they'll pop up on there as Minerva Fabrics. And you can order fabric from them online and everything too. But their competition is Sewn with Butterick. That's the hashtag that you're going to put with your project. But you make either a video of yourself creating something or just a picture of your finished product of anything that you made with a Butterick brand pattern. And you have to post a picture of the pattern and the pattern number with it, and then you can submit your entry, and then a winner will be picked in March, and you get 5 free patterns that you get to pick from them. So I'm going to try to enter that. So if you're interested in that, go follow Minerva on Instagram. I'm not sponsored by them or a spokesperson or anything like that. I'm just saying if you want to have some fun sewing projects to do and try to win some free patterns, they have that going on. But the Butterick patterns are $1.99 right now at Joann. So if you are going to enter, now's the time to get them, because the $1.99 patterns is like as cheap as you will ever find them. Even thrift stores are more than that. So the first one that I picked up is this Butterick Retro from 1947 is supposed to be the look on this one. And it is pattern number 5209, so it's B5209, but the B just stands for Butterick. So whenever you're pulling out the drawers, you're just going to look for the number itself. But it has these 2 dresses here. So you have a halter style top, and then you have like a short sleeve dress. I don't know if the camera will show, but the waistline on this actually comes up to your underbust at like a point, and then down around your actual waist. I just thought it looked really cute, so I picked that one up for $1.99. The next one that I got was a challenge that had been going around the internet over the last month or so. I didn't get in on it, but that was the walkaway dress that everyone was sewing. I could not find a pattern on it online. There were a couple people who said they had the pattern, but I couldn't find it to print it out, and my printer's out of ink anyway. But there is a, like what they call a reproduction. So the original pattern number from the 40s or 50s, whenever this dress was made, I think in the 50s, the original pattern, if you find it in a vintage store, was 6015 was the pattern number, but the reproduction pattern number is 4790. And that is the walkaway dress that everyone was making on the challenge. It is a one-piece wrap dress, and apparently it was from 1952. So you might find that one in your store. I found it, and this was the last one that was left in the drawer. I honestly didn't think they would have it at all because of how popular it was, so I was super excited to get that. So $1.99. And I guess I should tell you the original price on these. So that first pattern, the regular price on that was $16.95. This pattern was also $16.95 originally. So $1.99 is a huge savings on sewing patterns. The next pattern that we got is number 6868. My daughter picked this because she wants me to try to make her a dress coat like what's on here. I don't know what I'll do with the dress pattern that's there. It's kind of cute, but I mostly bought it just for the coat pattern itself. This one was originally $20.95. Then this blouse pattern, it's kind of reminiscent of a peasant top in the neckline, the way that it's made, and your sleeves are nice and loose and kind of flouncy. So this pattern is $64.55. And so you get 4 different patterns. They show you 3 of them on the front. And then the 4th one is like a little short sleeved top made the same way on the neckline, but it has little bows on the sleeves. So this one was originally $19.95. Then I picked up another retro pattern. This one says it is from 1944. And it was just these cute kind of just day dresses. I mostly got it because of how the shoulders are made on it. I kind of like the squared off look. I was watching a video. It was supposed to be how to dress for your body shape. And I'm more pear shaped because my hips are wider than what my shoulders are. And they said that one of the things you're supposed to do, if that is the case for you, is to wear something that gives you more width or height in your shoulder. So I'm going to give this pattern a try and see how it looks. This one was originally $19.95 also. Then I found another blouse pattern. This one has like little ruffles on your sleeves and up around the collar. And it's using a lot of chiffon in the demonstration shirts that they've made on here. So I think this will be really nice for summer and spring, going into spring. But this one was originally $19.95, and you get the 3 different styles that are on the front of the package. And then, and that pattern number was 6814. And then the last one that I picked up is 6866, and it is a bunch of like mid-length skirts. So they are like a fit and flare skirt, A-line skirt. So you get the pattern for just a plain one with these pleats running down the front, and then you get one that has buttons running down the front and then a tie waistband on it. And this pattern was originally $19.95 also. And then the very last thing that I got in Joann's, they have a huge sale going on all different kinds of yarn. They had all different brands on sale, but the ones that I picked up was this Karen 1 pound yarn. These were, if you bought 2, you got 1 free, and I needed 2 for my daughter for a project that she has planned. These are 812 yards a piece. So since we had to buy the 2 anyway, I went ahead and picked up the 3rd because it was free. Why would I leave it there? If it's free, it'll get used for something. But these were $11.99 a piece. So $11.99 for each of the 2 of them, and then you got the 3rd one for free. And they had that deal on the big rolls of the Lion brand yarn also. and I'm trying to think of what the other brand was. They had several in there, and then on your smaller skeins of yarn, they had some the big twist yarn that they carry in Joann's was only $2.99 in there a piece. So if you do yarn crafting, crochet, knitting, maybe even some macrame, I would get in there right now if you're in need of some yarn. They have really good deals on it. But that is all that I picked up from Joann on this trip. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, especially if you enjoy our content here. And be on the lookout for that video where I show you how to make those reusable bags. And I will see you guys in the next one.